We're back. Sorry about that. Okay, my headset is still on. We're gonna do a new game. The Park is a narrative experience best played in a dark room wearing headphones. It deals with subject matter that may be disturbing to some players. During the course of play, the Park may manipulate graphics, audio, control settings, and your sanity. This is perfectly normal and not any cause for alarm. I wanna let Discord know. I really should have just thrown up the BIB. I'm sorry, guys. Granted, we're doing a taste test. Alright, so, I have with me, and this is purely just to figure out which ones I like more between these two, because I have been literally craving sweets. Oh, that fell on my keyboard. What? It opened up, like, every program on my computer. So let me just close them. I have Hostess cupcakes and then Little Debbie's chocolate cupcakes. And we're gonna get to the bottom of which one is better, or at least which one I like better. Do I not have a noise gate on my mic? What's up with my mic? It's the visualizer. Here's the mic source. The noise gate is up. Okay. I don't know how to fix it. Is VoiceMod doing funky things? Noise reduction. There we go. I turned on the noise reduction in VoiceMod.
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Wait. This game does not appear to have running. But welcome to the park. The first words of the game were, "In my heart and mind, I will always return to Atlantic Island Park."
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is
Atlant-
my favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park. A tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who use their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who would follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James Bean Longley. First thing we gotta do is look for our son's lost teddy bear by asking information.
What?
these things all the time. Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Oh, have you seen this before? Out of pure curiosity.
Wait for mommy, Callum!
Over here.
Wait up there for mommy, Callum.
Over here.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of Winter
Oh,
within.
that's sweet.
On this side, the
You can hear the game,
day
right?
is, and on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Oh, that might be because of my, Oh, that's definitely a filter thing. Holy shit, I'm turning those down. You know what? I'm just gonna... Game capture. Filters. Brightness. Perfect. Normal ass game brightness. Yeah.
Oh God. The park. What happened here?
So we're currently at a sideshow alley.
It's easy to get lost here.
There's some little spooks. That's a cutout. Okay.
Can't catch me.
I really can't. Lorraine does not know how to sprint. Fuck. Carrie Killen is Satan's whore. Hey there, Chad.
I think this belongs to Callum. Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen in daily ice sculpting shows in the following locations. 11 a.m. in Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. at the Octatron, and 3 p.m. at the park entrance. Chad the Chipmunk worse than fast. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. This is Chad. Your eyes are glowing now, bud. Hi.
I wonder
No.
what this is.
Purchased the land on Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. Took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible, dark things. The land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have great vision for this place and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park. The name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Oh! What? I didn't have to read all that? Okay. Okay. How exit? That's the, okay. It's click on, click off. Okay, there's a bone in there, so I think... Yeah, Callum, like, just went in there, I think.
Stay where you are. Come out, sweetie. Where did you go?
Come on, Mommy.
Callum, come back here right now.
And yes, the weird shapes are fully intentional by the game. It's not a graphics error, it's not a glitch. I'm not gonna touch the controls. And we're gonna just see what we see. Which cupcake should I break into first? Hostess or little...
Near a great forest, there lived a poor
Hostess or little Debbie?
wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or suck.
Debbie? Okay.
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we... Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking.
I love the use of, like, shadows and projectors and
Do not
stuff.
fret, Gretel, Hansel said.
Okay, so little Debbie's first. I gotta get this box open, though.
Around to fill his pockets.
Hi, Chad!
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave,
So, like, if you stare at him throughout this entire curve, you get an achievement.
they will get no more food that day.
But the shadows are more fun to look at
Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods.
than that.
When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed.
Yay! Oh, he indeed!
They tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the wife.
Alright, I have a little Debbie one.
In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
And let me open the... Oh yeah, no, he stands there menacingly a lot.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Let me grab a hostess one.
Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home,
God.
the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
Wow. They look virtually the same. Hostess has a stronger smell for sure.
Children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
I will donate the ones that I don't like to my family's snack drawer, by the way, so these aren't going to waste.
Who is nibbling at my house? An old woman emerged.
Also, I'm excited to announce that Percy's debut draws closer.
Oh, you dear children.
Alright, Little Debbie first.
Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have
How much icing?
for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
The Little Debbie one has like a lot of frosting.
Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
Alright, Hostess one. I'm already liking the Little Debbie ones more.
Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient.
It's easier to open.
And eat your brother, Gretel,
I almost dropped this on the floor. Hostess.
and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how.
You know what?
Where is the opening?
I don't like either of these. I don't know why I did this taste test.
The opening is here! And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
There we go. That's fair. So when I think Alpha recorded this, this is where she'd start her outro. And shit, but we're finishing the entire game. We're just gonna boop our way through this. And it'll be great. It'll be fine. And after we finish this game, I am going to donate all of these Hostess, and I'm gonna donate these cup things.
Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy. Looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws. Another accident. This place.
Hey, there's Mr. Bear with an ice pick. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. Actually, wait. I have a voice changer. I can do this. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried the customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if this has all been for nothing. There we go. Now we're back to the nice mic. I could have read that as Chica if I wanted. Okay, we're getting dumped with the dishes from earlier. God, I love voice mod. I like the soundboard aspect. Fucking hell. That always gets me, no matter how many times I play this. Ferris wheel! But first, we do this thing. Octotron.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. It makes me dizzy. The guy
Exam report.
Those poor kids.
Alright, I added this one to the soundboard. I think this mic would probably be best.
Eyewitness report, Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. Witness name Creed Norma. Statement. We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. And at first, we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were praying and that thing was in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying. People were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive.
Did that work? Did that work with that reading? I'm really curious now. I think there's more to read, more to examine. That's good. Because I'm debating on making a... They're not moving. I mean, thank you. God, really? Buddy, what the fuck? I knew I was there, but still, buddy, what the fuck? By the way, I will warn it, like, well ahead of time. When we get to the roller coaster, there will be a sequence with flashing lights. Fuck! Hi, buddy! Okay, listen, I've ran through this game like twice because I got bored. Still seems responsible to, like, turn them off. Examine Polaroid. Me and Callum! Oh, the, like, warpy effect. That happens a few more times. I think that ride has it the most intensely. The, like, skippable part has it, I know that for a fact. But the skippable part's kind of fun. And it does tell more of the story. So,
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it?
it's after the coaster.
We built our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real.
I think the next thing is the Ferris wheel.
They shattered. And as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
There's a girl in there. Oh, and there's Mr. Bear. I'm not good with this. I'm gonna see if this one sounds fun with this. I apologize in advance. I don't mean to scare the shit out of you, Plum. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun. But the end of season here really drags. No, fuck this. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun. Wait, God. Ew. I don't need to hear myself. Thank you, voice mod, though. But the end of season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, so most of the staff spend their days standing around and gossiping. And most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See, even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was Laugh, Steve the local mush as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was just the little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside this local station. Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, and lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. Couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve just wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Hinman. I didn't know the blur would happen there. I apologize. Now she's back in the back with Mr. Bear again. We don't even get to know this thing's name, and I'm kind of sad. Okay, Bumper Cards has a lot of stuff. I'm not allowed to, I have to do the Bumper Cards. I literally kind of can't.
Music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
Sorry, I have to coordinate with my mom on some cat sitting stuff. I apologize, Plum. I have to touch this. It's gonna be annoying. So just get ready. Cutscene initiated. Alright. also, just a neat little detail, you can't really sprint while the shit's going on. And it's toggle sprint, you don't need to hold it down. I'm looking for a note on one of the car's hoods, unless they remove that. I don't see why they would, though. Is it this one? Ah. Atlantic Island Park Accident Report. Employees' names. Francis Dufresne. Time and date of accident incident. 25th October 1976. Job titles and departments. Laborers working on the crane. Supervisor lead person. Richard Stapleton. Witness Lawrence Creed Michael Edgeworth. Brief description of the accident or incident. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing and directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Did the injured employee seek a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of a worker's compensation form? Yes. Supervisor's comments. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this accident incident? Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. Employee or supervisor's signature, date, additional comments, notes. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exorcise the spirits. There's the coaster right over there. The stuff annoys me just because I can't sprint. I thought you could use one of these. The stair is broken. No. Oh. Oh, those are cute cats. Dissuade them. They have sent the inspector to... What? No! Oh, wait. I still had Indigo Park open. That's what that was. Dissuade them. They have sent an Dissuade them. They have sent an inspector to investigate the accidents at the park. I've given him the grand tour and spoken about all of our safety upgrades, but he seems unconvinced. In this case, the park itself is working against me. This dour man has become more and more intractable the more time he spends in the park. I've offered to pay for his stay in the Overlook Hotel to get him out of here. It seems to have made him even more paranoid. I don't think this man is going to allow my park to stay open. This is a disaster for my ultimate goals. My brain was hightailing it like Security Breach or Indigo Park, where you had to, like, hold the thing. Stairs!
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that's why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn, and I got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson had some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of plans that I am missing. I'm gonna ride the Ferris wheel.
So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
State Bureau of Fair Rides Inspection. Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. State Inspection Report. Inspection date September 22nd, 1980. Inspection result unsafe, close the park. Inspector's comments. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is this inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in the condemning of Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction led me to believe there is something wrong at the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. To wit, here is a partial list of the fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator. Over a dozen children were reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of a drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents means that it is my strongest recommendation that Atlantic Island Park be closed immediately. Signed, David Wolsa.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Oh, okay, so I have to stop this one too. And yes, you could, Lorraine. Easy. Very easy. Look at this background, though. It's beautiful. And the skybox is pretty damn pretty, too. By the way, there is an MMO.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
I love this game. Hi, buddy. I'm also sweating, but we're really close to the end. Came from that way. So probably this way. Yeah, it's this way. So what do you think is happening with Lorraine? I want to hear your theories before the end of the game.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
So, what do we think is going on with Lorraine, guys?
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Yeah, no, Jesus indeed. The track is cool. The cars are creepy. We ready for the roller coaster? Flashing light warning, I don't know exactly when, but I know they're on here. Oh my god, my brightness is still turned up to 100. Oh, this'll be interesting though, because I like the colors.
We need to talk about Callum. Which has it now? Has both of them. No happy ending here.
Okay, I think they start here-ish, because I know it's like going down. Yep, flashes start. I did not read what that said. Or that. I can taste your dreams. What? Okay. I didn't expect that to have a pop-up. My bad. I set up an automation. So in theory, the first part of this day is on my VOD channel right now, getting processed.
The witch awaits. Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can't save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Okay, so Plum, are you feeling up to this? It's an optional thing. In truth, really, kind of everything except the bumper car and roller coaster are optional. And I'm leaving it up to you because it has more of the, like, psychedelic vignetting. Okay. Fucking clowns. I had to ask because, like, you kind of have to do it once you walk through.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Cotton Candy Corpse leaves sour taste in parkgoers' mouths by Howie and Laurel. Yesterday evening... Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong voice.
Guess this might work.
This? No. Hell no.
Here, this one'll work. Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of the dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse has yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff at Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with the authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on this story going forward.
And yes, that is the voice that I chose for it. I think there are more notes about it somewhere. Oh, I hate this. There's the corpse.
Bastard. Who did this to him?
God, are you ready for the scare that made me just... I punched my old monitor, guys. It wasn't a Falcon punch, but I punched one of my old monitors. Because of this. Ready? Set? I'm taking off my headset for this. Okay, so he's like right there. I thought he was further away. For some reason, I always remember him being at the end of the alley. Okay, I know there's some pills. I'm gonna wait until cotton candy is like a stable-ish word. I thought there were pills in here. Where's all the psychedelic shit? I don't think I can get out until I do the psychedelic shit. But I can't do the psychedelic shit if I don't know where the psychedelic shit is. Yeah, maybe, honestly. It's in this place, and I know for a fact... Oh, here it is. Okay. Take pills.
These are mine.
It's Zoloft. Fear the boogeyman, stop picking your nose then. Don't believe anything they tell you. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Regan 80. 1980s. All that you will love will be carried away. Some kids laugh and some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. Say no to graffiti. Only dead fish follow the stream. Your mother? Clearly she has high standards. Not safe, the League. I can taste your dreams. Sheriff Bannerman is a fat pig, but his daughter is hot. Fuck gravity. Astra. Oh, destroy reality. Oh, I hate this part. But, like, you can see that there's all of this shit here. There's a whole triangle of Mr. Bears. If you run, they explode. Chad the Chipmunk's right there. Is the body standing? Body is still there. Oh, hey, Nathaniel. Okay,
Callum, I'm sorry.
there's Mr. Bear.
Don't leave me here, Callum. Don't leave me here, Callum. Okay, no. The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. And what secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Welcome to the only place in this game with a loading screen. Indigo Park got me pressing F. Look at this lady's arm. Why would you hold the flashlight out that far in front of yourself? Oh, you can see the model behind the thing. That's cute. Lorraine is having a panic attack. That got me. I knew it was there. I knew it was gonna jump up. I haven't seen that one before. So,
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away.
I'm gonna
I
cheat.
tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things.
I'ma just, you know.
We'll get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid.
I'ma just keep going
Better.
through all of those creepy shit. Callum!
What have you done with them?
Take the pill, follow up, organize babysitter. Let's see. Also, in the next few weeks, I will not be streaming. I will be away. If any content is made, it will be on the stupid clock app. Or, it'll be through YouTube, on YouTube Shorts. I re-downloaded the stupid clock app because it... Or Insta. It could also be on Insta. But the clock app is the easiest to get to. I do apologize for not stopping to read every single thing. I think we're about halfway done with these looping things. Zolif prescription. Remember, you are alone. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
Oh, there's a baby in the oven. That's how you get this door to stop. I'm ignoring the other doors. Oh, the walls are bleeding. Lovely. That's that girl that jump scared. I think it's raining blood, but honestly, I don't know. I also don't particularly care. This door is different. It has an exit sign above it. Are we ready? Are you ready to figure out what happened?
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. The child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
It's broken today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast, the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought on me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. I stopped to read that one because it's kind of important. Otherwise, this game, comes across weirder. It's Hansel and Gretel. Alright, I don't know where the cutscene starts, but the final... Oh. Right here, apparently.
Cal? Callum? Callum? Callum?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
And that's the game. This game is also, like, it's a perfect world, I think, game. It's a... They have an MMO. It's kind of crap, but it's also great. But they have an MMO that is set in this world. It's like modern magic and stuff, and curses and shit. It's really cool. But yeah, that is it. God, I hope I put something up on my ending scene. Did I? I did. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop this madness. What?